Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at NVDA, AMD, Tesla, and MU. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Alright guys, so let's get into the daily chart. And NVIDIA, it was 10 million on the day, 0.62% down, or $1.65 red on the day. We came right back into this major trend line, and yes, we are in a channel up, down, up, down, up, down. You know, I wouldn't call it a bull flag, but I'd just call it choppy and sloppy action. Back to the highs, back to the 618 retrace right here at 266.99. It's pretty much where it's stopping, guys. We had the trend line, hit it here, came back, retraced to the 20 MA, right back to the trend line, came back, a little bit of a bull flag right here, trying to get above the 267 area on the charts. You know, it's trying, guys. Volume, of course, lightens up, and what do? We float, 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 float. Everything is a market trade, guys. SPY, IWM, Qs go up, everything else goes up with it. Kind of stalled out this week, and then choppy into the Friday close. Let's look at the weekly chart on NVIDIA. Pretty much the same thing, guys. Here's that channel that we were looking at on the daily. Pretty much just gets up there, chopping around, up, down, waiting for some news, possible upgrade. But we're still back above the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA. Got bloat right here, but you know what? Boom, right back above. Comes back in, right back above. As long as we're above the MAs, even on the weekly, everybody feels warm and fuzzy. Good stance, bullish stance. You know, let's see what it goes into next week. Guys, we got to watch the volume on these stocks. When you start getting a little bit heavier volume, we'll most likely see some selling on NVIDIA. But right now, hats off to the bulls. If you are, if you're in this trade, guys, from 90 bucks, 100 bucks, this thing's at 265. Take something off the table. A lot of these charts are a little bit extended, especially on the monthlies. So look at that Eiffel Tower, and gosh, this is actually curling up into this. I like this area too, around the 181 area, but we'll see how this goes. But when you get separation like this, guys, and you start getting it further and further and further away, this thing it's almost there, guys. I know it's taken about 2-3 years to get there, but a lot of charts are like this, and we're going to see if these things pull back. So higher prices, 267 is the area. Next area of great resistance is around 275, and then the 278.50 area, or the 750 retrace. All right, let's go into AMD. AMD, guys, great run on this one. We've always talked about the 1555 area, 65 area, and the 1613 and the 1620 area. It did close above it. Next area of resistance will be, well, I'm going to say the even number of 17, which it almost kissed. Let's go to the daily. But 77 million on the day, 0.55% green, and 0.09 cents up on the day. So it was a pretty good day. Gosh, what a run here, guys, from earnings. So we come off this channel. Actually, well, this is the low end of the channel now. Before it was about the 980 area. Let's go back just to show you a little bit more. So it was about the 991 area, and then you have around the 1555, the 1566 area. The next big resistance was the 1613 on a pivot. Let's see, where do we close? Closed a little bit above it, but what a run. I've always said this is a great trading vehicle. Everyone thinks I'm short in this one. I don't care. I don't even have a position in this one. Short, long, don't really care. But when you get moves from $9 to $16, you got to start taking some profits. If it goes up, great. This one will probably come right back down to the channel again, and we'll trade it again up and down 19 more times. So great trading vehicle like Tesla, and in the higher range of the resistance. And let's see what kind of a pattern it gives us, guys. Weekly chart. Weekly chart tells its story a little bit better. Came off the low, got a little bit of earnings, and then just took off. This is AMD, guys. This is what it does. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So, you know, people, oh, StockBookie, you're short in this one. Oh, you're getting your butt killed. Well, no, I'm not short. I was actually short right here. We took some profits and then pretty much watched it go up and down, up and down. We wrote some calls, or shorted calls on this one, made some pretty good money. But man, you know, everyone ripping me. So if you're long in this thing since 2017, and say if you even bought up here, where are you at? If you bought down here, you're doing pretty good. But you sold, bought, buy the dip, sold, buy the dip. This one would have been a little tougher, but you would have had this area of resistance here, so you would have been looking at that. So for the, I mean, you know, picking off these lows and highs, this is tough when this thing's, you know, doing $3, $4 moves. Again, guys, if you trade this one, don't go 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares, 40,000 shares, whatever. Go small. 1,000 shares at $10. You would have made a killing on this one. Don't have to go big. So smaller positions, less emotions, easier to handle on your trades, guys. But weekly, gosh, this thing's, you got to see some more follow through on volume. Great volume, great push. Look what happens though. So we're going into this right when we get into the big resistance. Look what's going on, guys. More volume, trying to push it through. This is the big test for this one. Again, 17 will be the next area, and then 1782 will be resistance. If we go back on the charts, and you can see here too, look at the look at, this is where it tried breaking out, came back, tried breaking out, came back. Look at this action, trying to break out. Look at that up and down action. Great. And then they sell it off, double bottom, gets the bid, chop, 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 comes right back into double bottom, takes off. So great support here at 991. Again, that's that channel. If we go a little bit further, there's the big pivots right there. This same thing, up, down, up, retrace, and then fall. Right there's your area. The next big area is around the 1782 in my opinion. So first though, you got to get through the 1613, 1620 area. So if we get through that, bulls, then this thing can possibly go higher. Great choppy action, a little bit of a bullish pattern here. If you look at the bigger time frames, that is. I mean, up, sideways in a channel. Here's your trend line breakout coming through. Let's see if it continues, guys. That's all we can really look at here. Good area, needs more volume. I mean, some more follow-through volume and a push through the $17 area. And if it closes above 17 next week, then we could probably test this 1782, 18 area. Now remember, all the stocks like Amazon's, the Netflixes, the Facebooks, the Apples, the Baidus, the Googles, the Babas, they're at all-time highs. So time to get into this one around 9 and bring this one to 52-week highs, guys. This is what's going on. All the late runners are running. Why are you going to get a 50, 60% out of Amazon right now? Heck no. You're going to get 50% off Apple right now? Heck no. You know what you will get? 50% off of AMD. Because this is one you just buy the dip, guys. Watch out for that. When you start getting late runners like AMD, GoPro, Fitbit, Twitter, that's talking to us, guys. Believe me. All right, so let's get to Tesla. So Tesla, same thing. Only goes up on news, guys. Elon's tweeting, Elon's pumping, Elon's buying, Elon's next. All we need is a triple upgrade by Buffett or something. But we get to this area, guys, the 360. Huge pivot comes in, retraces up to 346, and then breaks down. Comes back in. We talked about this bullish pattern. Came in, but I mean, comes in, looks like it's going to start taking off, drops. Looks like it's going to start taking off, drops. Then finally, they get just the perfect tweet. New plant in China, and you know, and I was talking to some other traders too. What are the tariffs going to do for this? So if they have so many tariffs on cars coming in from China or whatever coming from China, how is that plant out there going to help Tesla if they're getting tariffs? You know, 35% tariffs on their cars. And then the other thing, you know, government gives subsidies for these cars. What if that goes away? You know, who knows with this? But if you're following the charts and just looking what's going on, huge overhead resistance. We were 0.13% up. I mean, on Friday it was nothing. What was it? 10 million on the day. 10 million on the day. Pretty good volume though. But they're fighting through this area. Yeah, the 750. You have overhead pivots. Let's put the lines in there. You had great overhead resistance right around the 358.96 or 360 even number. Hit that, came right back in, closed below. But still, we closed above the MAs. It's in a strong stance. But when stocks move straight up like this, not good. We need a nice, steady, uphill battle here with some news, little upgrades, little earnings. But my gosh, look at this. I mean, you buy calls in this one, you would have killed it. But shorting calls up here, we're starting to make some money. So guys, Tesla right at the higher range of resistance. If you were lucky enough to catch this move from 275 to 360, another one, 100-point move. I always talk about this. 100-point. Look at this trading vehicle, just like AMD. 100, or so, let's say 80, 60, 50, 50, 50, 50 points, or 30 points, 60 points. Another one. I mean, come on. Even if you caught it down here at 250, that's a huge run. Gosh, next thing you know, it's down here. You would trade this thing 52 times. And everyone makes, when I go short, everyone laughs at me. Look at that. 1 time short, 2 times short, 3 times short, 4 times short, 5 times short, 6 times short. What's the difference if you're long or short in this stock? You're right back to where you were back in 2017. You've gone nowhere if you're holding. But if you're trading the stock, you're making a ton of flipping money. So for all you Tesla bulls, gosh, put your money to work. Weekly chart, same thing. Not seeing too much other than the retrace, overhead resistance. Every time, this thing, bearish pattern breaks down, retraces up, breaks down. This is huge resistance right at 360, guys. You have the big trend line, though. Everyone thinks, oh my gosh, here we go, we're breaking out. Not yet. Weekly chart closes. See if we could click over and go straight down for all I know. So watch that. Watch the resistance. Got to get above here. But next big area will be the 360 or 389, 369, 389 or double top back here. You have 1, 2, and is this the time it's going to break out? Maybe. Everyone's getting ants in their pants. Oh man, this is it. This is it. When the hype is real, the next move most likely down. So we called this one off a head and shoulder breakdown. That was an excellent trade. And then we put calls on this move here. Haven't done much with Tesla. We do have a short call position out now. We'll see how that works. So we're in the money. I think we're in the money. I'd have to look at that. And a lot of stuff going on. Oh, and to all your fathers out there, happy Father's Day too. So, but again, great run for Tesla in the great resistance. Let's see what happens next week to this one. For we are waiting for the weekly closes. And then one last one, MU. MU, this has been a up and down stock. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, this one's been a little crazy. I mean, everything's been a little crazy. So it was, what, 45 million on the day, 0.95% red, or 0.95 cents red, $1.61 red on the day. We talked about this pattern if you watch my videos. Sorry guys, I've done videos on my website. I'll do a couple more on YouTube. I'll switch it up a little bit here and there. So this one here goes up, comes in, retraces, right back down. Choppy. This is what they've been doing. So they make this little cup and handle pattern. Here it goes. Comes in, boom, comes up, same pattern. Look at that, same pattern. Hits this great resistance, comes in, retraces with a little bear wedge, right down. Comes in, gets right back to that resistance, comes down, retraces, bear wedge. Let's see the retrace on this one. So if you take a more short-term retrace, oops. Yeah, look at that, 750 to the blue line. Man. And then break down. That's your typical retrace area, guys. Oops. Let's pull that one out. I want to see this. So 750, even on a bigger, fib level. I just want to see this one too. It'll probably be the green or the blue line. The green line this time. So almost to the 750, which is the blue line here. So, gosh, love the retrace, and then you re-short, guys, and you take that for the profit. So, again, we're back below the 20 MA. A little bit weak, still above the 50 and the 20. Still okay, but, man, down sideways. This is a little bit of a bearish setup. Even though we're still above the 50 and the 20 in a bullish stance, not bad, and holding up. Well, let's see. Let's take that a little bit further. We're going to go off the top of this channel now. Where are we at the bottom? Yeah, so we're at the bottom. This one, actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go a little more short term on this one. We're going to go to this low. We're going to go to that high. So right now we're holding on to the 382, and we still have a gap fill down here, roughly around, I'll put that in there too, about the 55-51 area. We got actually a bunch of gap fills. Wow. I mean, that's what they do. They gap it up, gap it up, gap it up, gap it up. So if it comes down, you have a ton of support coming in. This little pivot low tier 2 is going to be good. And the 382 around the 57-30 area or the green line. So again, it's not bad, guys, but just look at these moves. Again, 63, the 45, 64, and all the bulls are like, you're an idiot, you're shorting this. No, I'm playing it. I'm trading this stock. If you were bullish in March, you're back to square one again in June. How is that a good trade for all the bulls? I mean, this right here, that's an epic one. But you take your profits. Could have went right back down, buy the dip, right back up, take profits. Same areas, same areas. This run here, what a great run, guys. All on news though, always. News, upgrades, whatever. This is the news-driven stock market, guys. Just throw some news out there. Stocks go up. Don't worry about it, right? So, weekly chart, same thing, straight up, right back into this area. This one looks a little bit better though on the bullish side. Still above the MAs. A little bit stretched from this guy though. Might come down one more time. We'll have to see. But this here, nice little bullish pattern, and this is what's stopping it. This overhead resistance comes in, hits that. You get a lot of people who bought here just become sellers because it's not going anywhere. So if we get another couple weeks sideways, this 20 MA curls in the price, this could send it higher. Let's look at the areas of possible higher prices. Wow, look at this thing. Is there any? Is that the all-time highs? Oh, no, my gosh, it is. Oh, I was going to say, I don't think so. I think 2,000. Wow, look at that. Let's go back into here. What I want to do, I'm going to bring it, I want to bring it back like this. I want to see if there's any more. 2016. Hold on, I'm going to pause it. Alright guys, that took a little bit, but here's your resistance up here around 50, and this is coming back all the way from 2001. I'm going to pull it back a little further. And then this, gosh, look at this. This could be your next. I'm going to take it from there about 61.23, and then honestly, well, here's an old gap fill here. Did get filled. It's going to just have some natural resistance, and here's your last area right here. 69.11 if this thing really starts taking off. So this is the highs back in, gosh, look at this. These are the highs back in 2000 .com, guys. I'm going to stick these in here too. That area, this area, and this one too. Alright, let's go back. This will be our last one. I know this video is a little bit long. Hang with me, guys. And here's all your stuff. I'm going to pull it down. That's your areas. So next big area, 69.11. And man, then you're going to look at the even numbers, 70, 75, and then 80. If this thing really starts taking off, guys. If it doesn't, the market's going to pull back, then you got to look for the areas of support, which are, this chart's a flipping mess here. They're just, oh man, that's going to be a good area. This little pivot down in here. So let's pull out this. Actually, that's a gap fill. That's a low. I'm going to pull out these guys here just to clean it up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put this one at the gap fill down in here. So there's your areas, guys, for MU. As long as this one's consolidating up in this area in a weekly chart, this one could take off in the next couple of weeks. Watch this 20 MA curling in the price. That can send it up. If it starts to slide, then you're looking for all these gap fills. Support at the 20 MA, gap fill, support at the 50 MA. Down in this area here. So alright guys, I'm going to end it here. Thanks again for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to become a member down here. Don't forget to like it and all that good stuff. Go sign up at StockBookie.com. I really would appreciate it. Again, thanks for watching. God bless. See you on the charts.